Hello Second Lifers, my name is Alia Sal and welcome to another video. As you know, Lelutka is spoiling us again with brand new heads, not just for us girls, but for the men as well. On top of that, the 12 days of Christmas is happening with amazing stores having over-the-top free gifts. Group gifts, I should say, for each and every one of you that will help you tremendously with your heads. While I'm super excited for all of us who have been in SL for a while, I'm mostly very excited for newcomers and those that have not experienced a mesh head as of yet. For now, I will be quickly going over how to put on the Gaia 3.1 head and how you can wear a classic or an Evo X skin. All right, we're going to start from the start, assuming this is your first time putting on a mesh head, but we're going to go over it pretty quickly because it's pretty easy to do. So I have nothing mesh on my head, including my eyes. Those are just the system eyes. So we are already in the folder Kaya Head 3.1. The very first three things are your alpha layers, and those are pretty easy to understand. Alphas just basically hide your items or parts of your body. So for example, the first one actually hides your eyes. You just want to pay attention to what it says at the end. Apply eyes, that will hide your eyes. The second one will hide your body, and then the third one will hide your body and your eyes. The only thing I want to hide with my alpha right now are going to be my system eyes. So what you do is you just add it and your eyes will disappear. Don't worry about them looking like this. We're going to go and put on our mesh eyes in a little bit. So let us continue. So all of these items I can only use whenever I have the head. I'll come back to it in just a little bit. I'm already wearing the shape that they give you in this folder, as well as the eyebrow shape, which is stunning. It's actually the one that I'm wearing at the beginning of the video. You have the elf ears. We're going to be looking at that when I have the head on. Then you have your eyes, and then your head. So we are already at the head, so we're gonna double click and voila. All right, so now that you have it, it actually comes with your ears. They don't come separately. I'm gonna show you that with the elf ears, if you wanna do that option, all you have to do is add them and everything will work on them just like your human ears. But I'm going to stick with my human ears, so I'm gonna take those off. Now, the very important thing that you wanna start working with is your HUD. And you can either add it or wear it. We are going to put on our teeth. So double click, our eyes, and everything else is add-on. So if you want to do like braces or gems on your teeth, all of that stuff you can do. We'll take a very quick look at it at the end. So now you are full mesh on your head at least, and you can now experiment with the skins that are in the folder. So I'm just going to try Kaya 003. What you do is you go click on it and add. Voila! All of her skins from 3 to 6 actually don't have eyebrows, but they do give you eyebrow options here. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do number 3. I think the only difference is they're different colors. There we go. And then the last thing where it says ears, those are the skins to the ears. Again, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. And we're going to just go, because we have number 3 on the skin, we're going to do number 3 on the ears so they can match. Now, I love that they give you these free skins for you to start, but there is such a huge variety out there, so you can make your own personal style and look, and that's actually the fun part of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on my personal skin and remove these. So we're going to go over the HUD very quickly. When it's minimized, it looks like this little circle right here. When you open it, this strip, and then we're going to start right at the front, or not the front, but the very first one. So I did mention on how to wear your classic Lelutka skins versus your Evo X skins. I am wearing an Evo X skin, but very easy. With the toggle of a button, you can go to a Evolution Classic skin, and I'm going to go and click on it now. And my Evo X skin suddenly disappears and it doesn't look very flattering. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my folder and look for a classic skin, and I believe this one is one. And voila! So all you have to do is make sure that you are on this button, click it, and it's highlighted, and that's when you can wear your non-X skins or your classic skins. When you want to go and buy a brand new X skin, all you have to do is click on Evo X, remove this one, and put on, I think I already have mine, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there it is. And it'll go back to your Evo X. So that easy is how you can switch between the classic and the Evo X skins. While we are still here, we are going to look at the glossiness or shininess of the skin that you can do with this hut. So you have glossy, classic, tears, and wet. And I'm going to show you guys just the most basic noticeable one, which is the wet version. You do have two lines here where you can modify how glossy you want it and the intensity of it. As you guys can see, usually you can see it a little bit better with your face light that actually comes in your folder. So I'm gonna wear one, and huge difference, right? You do have between young and mature. That's the mature look. Let me do one more, which is the tears. And again, very noticeable. You don't want to mess around with the environment slider, because this is what will happen. If you are familiar with it, go ahead and mess with it, but there's really not that much that you can do with it unless you do pictures and all that fun stuff. Next, very easy to understand, is hide scalp. Once you click on it, it will hide it. It comes in handy if you are wearing certain type of hair. Next is the ears. You can hide your ear, either the left or the right, or both at the same time. It also comes in handy with earmuffs or hair. The next one is the hide caps. So whenever you are hiding your ears, you can make a small hole in there, or you can do a full one. And these are actually if you want to wear your very own mesh ears, because they do have some pretty awesome ones out there that you can play with. The next one, also very simple to understand. It's actually, they still have the same eyelashes that we had on the other one. You can just choose the ones that you like. These are perfect for me. Very quickly, you can actually change the ones at the bottom or the ones at the top, depending on how you want to do a mix and match. But if you want to do the ones that you see on there, all you have to do is click on the both button and then just click on the ones that you like. Next is the appliers to your eyes that come with the head. I am wearing those for you to see. Usually I wear my own eyes, but I do want to show you the textures that, or the eye colors that come with it. These are beautiful and very, very nicely done. So if you are not into buying eyes and all of that stuff, these are perfect. So they have 18 colors to it. They did add the third line recently, which are the newest colors that are from Lelutka. The materials, those are the ones to make your eyes either glossy, a little brighter. The environment, again, I don't like to mess with that. But there's not much that I like to mess around with my eyes. They look pretty good like that. The size is self-explanatory. Make them either big or small. I like to leave them at pretty good size right there. You can actually do the offset if you want them to be a little lower, just like that, or right in the center to the side. And if you kind of get confused on what you did to your eyes and you want to go back to how they were before, all you have to do is click on reset and it'll do the default size. Eye sockets. Let me get very close to that and see if you guys can see. All right, we are pretty close to it. The eye socket, it's pretty much the waterline at the bottom. You guys can change the texture of it. Let me show you. That's a pretty light one, so you guys can see the difference. And I'm going to go to a darker one, and which I think this one fits me perfectly. You can turn it off if you want to. You can hide it if you don't like it, but I personally love it. So I'm going to leave them there. Next is going to be your teeth. Also self-explanatory. I don't need to go over these a lot. I'm going to open my mouth really quickly with the button that's at the bottom of the HUD. And you can have from bloody to super bright. You can hide your teeth if you wish to and wear your own. And you can hide your tongue if you wish to. Also, you can have braces. They have braces in the folder, like I mentioned before. They are going to have a few textures for you guys to play around with the brackets and the ties. As well as the gems, you're going to have 4 colors to mess around with and the visibility of them. I'm not going to go over that because, again, pretty easy to understand. Next is the fun part, which is the makeup. We are going to go over layer 1 and layer 2 really quick, which is the eyeshadows. I'm going to use the ones that are very noticeable. For example, this one, you have 8 of them to choose from. I think some of them are new, or most of them. You can do layer 1, use one of these textures, and layer 2, you can put another one on top. So I'm going to do this eyeliner, and now you can see the eyeliner on top of the pinkish eyeshadow that I wore prior to that. If you want to remove the pink, you click on layer 1 and click on clear, and if you want to remove that eyeliner, you go to layer 2 and then clear. Down here, it's going to be the same thing, glossiness and intensity. We're not going to play with that. Next is going to be the lipsticks, same thing as eyeshadows. You guys can blend it, meaning you can lower the intensity of it. So I'm wearing the bright pink, no, I'm sorry, I'm wearing the bright red, and it already looks like a very cute gloss. And bam, you can go back to the bright red lipstick, clearing it up here by clicking on clear. So down here they have 4 types of glossiness for your lipsticks or your lips, because you can wear it without your lipsticks, but I did want to show it to you on a lipstick, and all you have to do is click on whichever you want, and again you can actually play with the glossiness and the intensity of that. Clear. Next is the most amazing part of this head, for me at least, because I do make a lot of videos and it actually is so much fun to play with the animations. They have really cute animations that give you a little bit more life to your avatar and of course to your pictures. I'm not going to go over all of the moods that they have because there's so many, but just a very quick view of this one. For example, she's on anger mode or angry mode right now. I'm gonna take that one off. You actually have a mood enhancer when it comes to blinking. It actually makes a huge difference. So right now I have it at normal. You can actually do chill and flirty, but I want to show you how much of a difference it does. Flirty is right there, which is like fluttering her eyelashes or blinking a little faster. The other one's asleep, which is sleeping. But I like, you know what? I'm actually going to keep it at flirty. Eye control, we're not going to mess with that. Talk 1, actually talk 1, 2, and 3, and 4. They have about 4 of them, and it does change the mood on how she talks whenever you are using your microphone. Either like, and they actually have 2 singing ones, so it's a more subtle movement of her mouth. Let me do a little talking, and yeah, it's a little more subtle. Again, I'm very close to my microphone, so it's using level 3, which looks like I'm yelling, but you guys get to mess around with that. I'm going to turn off my microphone. The next, you have some little sexy things to do with your lips, which is part them. There's part 1. I think that looks really cute and sexy. Part 2, you can keep a permanent smile if you wish to. That's adorable. It's a subtle one. And then there's the wider smile. Smile 3. And then the last one is Chew, which is my favorite one. Lelutka actually sells a gum, and it actually does this, and she blows bubbles and all of that stuff. So I'm going to take that off and go to part it. There we go. The ones at the bottom are static basic expressions. These are mostly for pictures and things like that come in handy if you like to take pictures in Second Life. The next button is the settings buttons. We don't really have to go over that one. It's just very self-explanatory. You can reset your scripts. You can actually kill them. Don't do any of that unless you have a copy of your head, or you're going to have to just do a redelivery all over again. You can actually have the volume of the HUD because it does make a sound, but I have it muted right now. You can have it in light mode, which goes to a wider version, or dark. And then all of the links to your social medias to Lelutka, and of course their support, like to Discord and their group. The last three buttons. This one is to pose yourself or freeze your avatar when you're fixing yourself. I should have used that one at the beginning. The second one we had already used, which was to open your mouth in case you want to edit anything in there, like your or look at your braces and all of that when you're changing the colors. And last one closes your eyes. We're actually going to use that right now. So in your folder, we didn't look at the Christmas special add-on that you have in here in your folder. We also didn't look at the hair bases. You guys can play around with those as well, and the piercings and gestures and all of that. But this one specifically is a brand new thing going on for Kaya, or not just Kaya, but the Lelutka head. So I already opened it, and what they're going to give you is the glitter. So I'm going to add it. And then I'm going to add the HUD. Okay, I had to fix it a little. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the makeup section, and I'm going to put a more noticeable makeup. Maybe this one is very noticeable. So let's go very quickly over this HUD. At the very top, you see these circles. It's the shimmer speed. I have it at its fullest now by clicking on this one, and you guys can see it. And then if you click on the very first one, it goes in a much slower pace, but I'm going to go fast because it looks really cute. Those are the eyelids. So we are going to go into chunkiness. The more that it goes up, the slighter, the less that you see it. So you want to go all the way down here to see all of the glitter. That doesn't look very nice. Let's open the eyes and see what it looks like. I'm gonna leave it right in the middle, much better. And then you can see the different options of where your glitter can go. So dot number one goes in your inner lids. Second one goes on your eyelids. Third one goes on the bottom, and then the fourth one goes all over your eyes, which is really cute, right? Then you have the cheek option. There we go. So in the cheek option, I'm pretty sure you guys can see it. We're gonna go to the brightest that they have so you guys can see where it lands. So that number one is there. Number two, number three, which is a higher cheekbone area, and then number four, which is kind of like all over the area, front and side. We're gonna do same thing with the lips. We're gonna do option one, which is at the bottom. Option two is both. Option three is all over, and then option four is extra. So I'm gonna do a little less brightness. Let me do 3. And there you go. If you want to see more glitter on the lips, I'm gonna go to the lipstick versions, and I'm gonna do a matte color. There you go. Now you can see it. And that's how your glitter is going to work. I think it's a really cute idea how they did that. All right, everybody, I really hope that this helps. Please have fun with this head. It is such an amazing gift from Lelutka. Take advantage of it. Even if you're not ready to wear a mesh head, go and grab it so you don't regret it later. Maybe at some point you're going to want to mess around with it and find some amazing skins that you can't wear on your classic, and then you just play around and have fun. It's so many things, so many options that you can do with it, and then just overall have fun. You guys have a great time. I'm going to go finish my next video, which is going to be showing you guys the brand new gifts for this head and how you guys can wear it, because you are getting free skins as well. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.